Hi there, we've reached the end of our Awakening series. It's been great to share these thoughts and ideas with you over these last 5 weeks. We've been looking at the story of the prodigal son, the greatest short story, I believe, that's ever been written. And in it we've seen this story of this father who had 2 sons. And the younger son took the father's money and he left the house. He became the prodigal. But through a series of awakenings, he found his way back home. He had an awakening to longing, he had an awakening to regret, to love, and to life. And then I believe that when he came home, he also had an awakening to generosity. And when he saw and experienced the generosity in the heart of the Father, it must have changed his life. When Jesus told that story, he was talking about the Father representing God, and he was talking about the younger son representing many of us who are rebellious and who walk away from God, who through a series of awakenings find our way home to the Father again. But you know, in the story there was also another son, the elder brother. And I believe that he was also a prodigal, because even though he wasn't rebellious, he was religious. He never left the Father's home. He was in the Father's home, but he also needed an awakening to generosity. Because whether it's rebellion or religion, both of those things can keep you away from the heart of the Father. So my question to you is this: have you had an awakening to generosity? Whether you've left the home of God or whether you are in the house of God, have you had an awakening to generosity? If you have, it will be marked by 3 things. It will make you grateful. It will make you gracious to other people. And it will also make you generous. So have a think this morning. Are you someone who is marked by gratitude? Are you gracious to others because you've received grace yourself? And are you generous? Because if you are, then you've probably had an awakening to generosity. If you're not, you can know that today. You can turn your heart towards God, who is such a gracious, generous, incredible God. Here's my closing thought. When the elder brother comes in to the house, towards the house, he hears the music and he hears the party. And it makes him angry and mad. That's what religious people can do. But here's the thought. At the center of the universe, there's a party planner. I don't know whether you've thought about God like that before, but at the center of the universe, there's a party planner. And he invites you into this incredible party. Have the awakening. Meet God. Come home.